study. Live study, that's right. On screen. Yeah. Yes. Here it comes. Yeah.
This is in-depth study of the Christ, the propitiation,
That's
the
it.
begotten Son,
Yes.
the Lord, the Judge, the Ruler, the Standard, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, the One, the true Jesus Christ. Here on Understanding the Bible Radio, on Screen Study,
Yes.
Facebook Live, YouTube Live,
Gonna get it.
live on screen, undeniable facts of Scripture.
Undeniable facts of Scripture showing right on screen. Definitions, all of it showing right here. We're seeing the true deal. We're seeing the true deal. Getting the archive going with our studies. We got over 1,000 going, and we're getting more and more. So this is it. It's live and it's free. Nobody else is doing that. They're asking you to offer and give and support our ministry and all that. We don't need it. The only way we need you to support is with the thumbs up button and the like button. That's it. That's it. That's all we need. I appreciate the Once Saved, Always Saved group allowing me to post the studies they wanted and requested. Post them up, man. People can learn stuff. People can see it. You go through word by word, line by line. You show it. That's what we want. Good deal. Got it. So I got it over there for them. I want to thank you guys for that. Rissa stopped by. Rissa, hit the like button for me. Appreciate it. Or the love button or the caring button. Either one. Hit them for me. That's all I need. Thank you so much for stopping by and studying with us, staying in there, hanging in there. Appreciate it. I'm telling you, man, if I can start doing some giveaways, I'm not going to forget you, Rissa. Believe me. Believe that. Believe that if I ever get to that point. But anyway, we're going to go through here. We're going to go through here, me and Helena. And we're going to see what Genesis 26. I did do it earlier, but the audio messed up. So we're going to go back and we're going to get that done and for the archive and go back over it and look into it, see what we can see. So we're going back a little bit here, all right, from where we are, and we're just going to backtrack. And you can see we're talking about Abraham and Isaac back then. So let's go. Now, there was a famine in the land beside the first famine. Okay, that's when Abraham had a famine going on. And this is beside that one. And that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went into Abimelech. Abimelech is still alive. And the king of the Philistines to Gerar. So we see Philistines early on here. The first Philistines, okay? And the Lord appeared unto him and said, go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of, sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee, for unto thee and unto thy seed will I give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice, he obeyed his voice, and kept my charge, and my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, she is my sister. For he feared to say, she is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because Rebekah was fine also, just like his mother. All right, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there for a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how saidst thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac sowed in the land, and received in the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. And he had possessions of flocks, and possessions of herds, and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of that well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and will multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. And Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzeth, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee, and we said, Let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass that the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took the wife Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite. And Bashemeth, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and Rebekah. That is 26 there, Genesis 26, redone. And I see audio should be good. Yes, it is. Good deal. Now, Helena, since Helena is here, what do you have?
I was trying to figure out when it said, since they were a grief of mine. I know it means trouble, but I'm just trying to mentally figure out. They must have been bickery, like they must have been really just. Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine a woman like that. I know women like that, but wow, he had two of them. He married two grieving women that both his parents didn't like. That Esau there.
Okay,
so he
Esau.
He married two of the Canaanite women.
He married the Canaanite women. Now, it doesn't say that they were grievous. It didn't say the women were grievous.
What was that word?
Which were a grief of mind unto Isaac. Yeah, the grief of it's.
Yeah, look.
Right, his which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and Rebekah. See, the wives weren't grievous.
Yeah.
They were grievous because the reason why they were grievous is because in the previous chapters, I believe 25, 20, you will see Abraham tell Isaac, listen, don't marry no Canaanite women. Go to this place and marry of my house, that kind of stuff. And he sent his servant out to get him a wife from his old land, Abraham's first.
But that's what I'm saying. So they had to be different from the other women. That's what I'm saying. Mike
Jones stopped by, right? And so for Isaac and Rebekah, they grieved that. They like, oh man, he went and married them freaking Canaanite women. Why did he do that?
Right.
Oh.
That's why I call them grievous.
Right. Well, to Isaac and Rebekah is what I'm trying to make up.
It's like today, like if I tell my son to leave them street women alone, find you a nice little young lady, just.
And then he go out and marry that thugette, right?
Yeah,
and that thugette in the street, and you come in and that's right, you're grievous about that, right?
Yeah,
you are grievous. But he ain't grievous.
We know the character of the street women,
right?
Versus
yeah. So there you go. So that's what he did there, and so you can see here in 26 also, Abimelech is still alive. He's still king of the Philistines, and Phicol is still the chief. And as you can see now, the Lord's promise with Abraham is starting to take place with Isaac. Okay, because he told him, in your seed will be blessed. So Isaac, so he starts to bless him and make him multiply. He gets great number of people and all kind of stuff, cattle and all that stuff. So Abimelech and him say, hey, man, this is getting too too much.
Now he's smart though. Abimelech is smart because
now Abimelech
he saw that the Lord was with Abraham and now the Lord is with Isaac.
Right. So he sees he says, hey, you done the same stuff your father did with Rebecca, with Sarah. Come out.
Yeah.
Well, say they was gonna kill me because my wife is so fine and take her from me and all. I was gonna die for her sake, because she's so fine. Well, now ain't nobody gonna touch him, because see, if you touch this man, the Lord is gonna rain down on him. We don't want that. That's basically what he understood. That's why he said nobody touch him. If you do, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, because this man is blessed. His daddy was too in the Lord. We know this. So there you get that. And then when Abraham died, you can see that they filled up the wells. They filled them up with dirt. They stopped them. And so Isaac is going back, reopening them. And so then people are starting to strive with, it's not yours, that's not, because they're already jealous of him because he got all his people and all his stuff. And they're jealous of him. The people are. But Abimelech's not. So now, it has to come back up to Abimelech to get, from the people to the chief, and then he tells hey, this is what's going on now. Abimelech comes and they say, listen, we're not gonna have no problems. Mike Jones, hit the like button, man. Thank you for stopping by, Mike Jones. So hit that like button. That's all I need, man. That's it. No money here, no tithing, no product sold. You don't need to support this ministry at all with your money. Just hit the like button. Just a finger touch. That's all it takes. Hit the thumbs up on the YouTube. I appreciate you guys for being around on the YouTube. I really do. So you see, that's what's going on there, and he's getting increased by the Lord. And oh man, I can't open up my thing here. Wow, it's not opening. Hope they didn't hack my little thing here. No, they didn't. Okay, good deal. So, and he continues on, and so now he's sporting. Let me see what sporting is there. Sporting. He saw him sporting his wife. What was that? Hugging and kissing.
Strong's H 6711. Sachak.
So it's to laugh, mock, play. Excuse me for the coughing. To sport, play, make sport, toy with, make a toy. So he sees them messing around, fondling, and bantering back and forth, whatever. And he says, "Y'all ain't no brother and sister. Y'all married." So he can tell. He can tell that. So he says, "Hey, that's your wife, man." So he tell her, "Oh yeah, well I didn't want to, die, okay, because she's so fine. Y'all kill men for their wives." So he lets them know, don't do that. But did nobody touch him? He gets great. He goes on off into another area. All right, and he starts digging the wells back up, opening them back up, and digging more wells. Now then he starts to strive with herdsmen about the well. Okay, as they started doing, they strove with him.
It took him to the third well before they gave up, talking about, "Oh no, this is ours."
Right.
So he opened the first two. They took them.
They strove with that one,
So the
right?
last one was Beersheba.
There you go.
Well, he called it Beersheba. Then, then that's where they stayed.
Yeah. So now they make a covenant. When they come to him and they say, "Let's make a covenant. Okay, we're gonna have a feast. We're gonna do this, eat and drink." And then early in the morning, they left out keeping the oath. Good deal. So we squashed that. That's got squashed. Okay. So there you go. So now Esau, he was 40 years old, and he was a wild man. So he just went out, he went out and got him a couple of wives. Or was it one? Let's see. He took to wife Judith, daughter of Beri the Hittite, and he took Bashemath, I would say, the daughter of Elon. He got two wives there. He got two. All right. And so they're like, "Oh man, why'd you do that?" Oh God. So remember, Esau is Jacob's son, Jacob's twin. He's the eldest of both of them. And the Lord told Rebekah that the eldest son will serve the younger. They were in the womb, and she must have been having some stuff going. He's like, "What is going on inside of me? What is happening?" So she went and talked to the Lord, and the Lord said, "You got two in you, two manner of people, okay, two nations, and in you, and one the elder will serve the younger." And so she's like, "Oh," so then she had twins. She saw it was two babies, two sons, and Jacob grabbed Esau's foot coming out. So then we just went through the 27, 28. About the switcheroo, the swindling, the running game on, the deceiving, the swindling of the birthright from Esau through Jacob, waiting until the right time when he was hungry, and he sold him his birthright. And that is why God is saying, "Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated," because I got something I'm going through your lineage, that the eldest son is the one to get the birthright of which is my blessing, my oath coming down from the generations. But if you sell your birthright for some food, I mean, my gosh, you didn't even care about what I had going on. Now I got to go to Jacob. So that's why I had to love Jacob now. And I hate you because you valued what I had for you just for a meal, bowl of beans. That's all it caught. That's what it mattered to you. Then Esau got upset because Rebekah swindled even more when Isaac is old and he's blind. Rebekah loved Jacob more than Esau. Isaac loved Esau more than Jacob, so now they're playing favorites. So Rebecca does her thing. Check it out, 27-28. How she
I just
swindles
found
him.
out. I did
Yeah.
a little research on his wives. They spent most of their days in idolatry and
That's
adultery.
the Canaanite women. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he said, don't marry them. Don't marry them. Don't do it. So, yeah. So go back and get somebody that's of our kind from my homeland. And so he did that with
Two
Isaac.
street women.
Rebecca. Yeah. Well, listen at you. Anyway. Anyway, there it is. Anybody, questions, comment? Mike Jones, what you got? Rissa, what do you have? We're going to jump out. Anybody on the YouTube, chat it up. See what you got here. Thank you for the latest, the subscription in the YouTube, the subscriber that subscribed. Hopefully they're still watching. I can't tell who it is. Thanks for subscribing. You can like, share, comment, send me questions, whatever have you. I am here. I can tell you what I've learned. That's all I can tell you. But there's over 1,000 studies on the YouTube. And, over 1,000. We're still going. Showing you the true definitions, the Greek and Hebrew, the scriptures right on screen, undeniable. So you can get refreshed on it. You can know what it says and what it doesn't say. Okay? So there's no question about it. Don't get twisted up with people trying to take and say, oh, since, Japheth's, Noah's son Japheth that's us. No, don't get twisted up on that stuff. Okay? Don't get twisted because, they picking out something, trying to lay it, because they know people don't study. People don't look to see what they're saying is true. They just follow what they say, And I used to do it too. I'm not dogging anybody. I used to do it. Hit your like button. And, getting in here and studying, getting this stuff for real, I see what's really going. I see what the real is. I see what's really happening, so I want to share it. That's all. That's it. Yes, out of the kindness of my heart. That's it. Never, ever charge anybody. Never ask anybody for money, period. Won't do it. For what reason? So, there you go. So he says to Abraham after Noah, all families will be blessed in you. All nations will be blessed in you. All. So there you go. So he's chosen before the foundation of the world already anyway, just to let you know. So
I like how you said on one of the previous studies that the word black or black was not, back then in the language. So it's not just black.
That's English.
Americans or African Americans. That's just a term for the day or now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it's all families.
And we don't see. Yeah, we don't see Africa. We don't see Africa in the Bible. Africa, the word Africa. We don't see that. Why? Because that was probably the continent was later named Africa after it was established by men. Okay? We are seeing in that area Canaan, Egypt, Babel, which is now labeled a different name, Iraq, Iran, Syria. We're seeing Jordan. We're seeing all these different. We see the different names of them now. Okay, so they weren't dealing with skin. They were dealing with tribe. What tribe are you from? What tribe? Like they do over there now. Okay.
Which, they still doing that today.
And you've got to get that understanding. And countries are just adopting and saying they're the chosen country, they're this country, they're the ones, they're God. Anybody trying to say we the chosen people, anybody, just trying to, for any reason, because they don't know. They're just guessing, like I used to guess. But now we can see it for real. We show it all, maps, everything. We show it. So just to let you know, hit the like button.
And it really don't matter under the new covenant. It's all that's squashed.
That's right, because he just said in Genesis, they're all families. Look in Revelation 7, you'll see he looks at the throne wherever all of them are standing. No man could number them. They're of all kindreds, creeds, nations, tribes, languages, all types. They're all up there. Okay? So don't get messed up on all this other stuff, this political mess and all of that stuff, and don't get messed up on that. Come out of it. Well, you're going to come out of it anyway if God chose you from before the foundation of the world. Oh, you're coming out. It's going to happen one way or another. Just to let you know, nobody can stop God, the Father, from fulfilling his purpose. All right. Well, I'm going to jump out. Nobody said anything. Nobody posted up. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like it, share it. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to put the schedule up tomorrow. We're going to continue on from Genesis 30. Yeah. Genesis 30 and go all the way through to, if we might get to the end of Genesis. I'm not sure. If we do, then we'll just stop and we'll come back Monday and start up our next book. We'll decide on what it is. I don't know. But okay. All right. We'll see you. Oh, I know what it is. It's Joshua. We're going to start Joshua after Genesis. Now, after we get through with Joshua, I've really been thinking about Revelation, the book of Revelation. So we're going to go into that also. Even though I've got the Revelation Live podcast studies on my channel right now, they were originally done there with Chris Campbell and Jeff Burt of RevelationScriptures.com. I think that's the name of their thing. They are going to be removed. I'm going to take them out. Okay, because even after that, after doing that with them and reading in Revelation at times, and I did jump in there to read things, it's not all about what they said, what they were promoting and what they promote now about Revelation. That's not what it's about. It's not. He's just picking things out and making and it's what he believes. He believes it is. But I'm going to go directly in. We're going to see it. We're going to see the Greek. We're going to see it. If we have to jump back to the Hebrew, we're going to jump back. Okay? And so we're going to go through it. So we're going to do book of Joshua after Genesis. Book of Joshua to see what happened once they got over into the land. And then we're going to go into Revelation, that book, and we'll add that to the archive. And we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. I thank you for choosing Understanding the Bible Radio. We're going to see you soon. See you tomorrow. Maybe we'll finish out Genesis tomorrow. We'll see.
Please allow us to extend our deepest thanks, our humblest appreciation, our greatest gratitude for your fellowship here with us, sharing the letter of the gospel, the ancient definitions of Scripture. This is Understanding the Bible.